Oh, the music stopped. Okay, basically, hey guys, this is Jacob's Life coming back in with another video. Please stay tuned for this video. It's very informative, very funny. Did quite a bit of editing on it, honestly. So, basically, for this video, I'm going to be doing a crested gecko care video. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be lit. And speaking of lit, I'm adding this new concept in. It's called the joke of the week. And so, this week, the joke of the week is the skeletons. They're just bad at Fortnite. They're just bots. They just get carried all the time. They're just bad. You know why, though? Because they have no skins, obviously. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's go to the main course of this video. So, basically, to start out, crested geckos, pretty small, pretty fragile, a little squishy, climb everywhere. They are nocturnal and they are arboreal. So, you're going to want one that's more tall than wide on these guys, because they really like to climb up in the trees. So basically, their temperature and their humidity. Let's talk about that. I like to keep the humidity at least 60 to 80. Usually I like to keep it in the 70s. And same with the temperature, just real easy and simple. 60 to 80, 70 in the middle. But the problem with these guys, the real thing that just, it gets sad when it happens. Basically, when these guys lose their tails, they lose it forever. They basically have a frog butt. Like a big frog butt. And so basically, yeah. These guys need to be misted at least 1 to 2 times a day. And that's where I feed mine. And let me tell you, you're going to want to get one of these. These things help out so much. They're so easy. Ooh, I just sprayed all over my camera. Oops. So basically, yeah, you're going to want one of these. So yeah, thank you. Pretty good. So, more about crested geckos right now. So basically, you're going to want a lot of plants for these guys. I preferably like the live plants just because it gives it a more of a natural feel. And decoration, very simple, wood, rocks, that type of stuff. I like to give them some plantation soil and cocoa husk, also with some sphagnum moss in my tank. And so they're just really good pets to take care of. And so just yeah, man, just try it out. I mean, they're just great. Another tip you're gonna want with these guys is you're gonna want to give them some basically you're gonna want to give them some UVB lighting, just because it's good for them. It helps out, especially if you have live plants, because you're gonna need that for the live plants. Make sure that the plants are friendly to the crested geckos that you are purchasing. Don't pick them up at a local market, honestly. I find it better to either find a breeder in your area that you know takes well care of. That's what I did. My first one, I got it from a local place, and luckily he was healthy, but you shouldn't do that. Don't impulse buy, don't do anything like that. It's not good for the animal. And so yeah, these guys, I like to feed them Pangea reptile food, but they also really like Rapashi lately. Lately I've been getting apricot and watermelon mango, and they have just been loving it. While they're young, try and get them on the bugs that you find the most fitting for them, the ones that are healthiest. Try and lean towards not doing crickets, I would say, because crickets, they aren't very good. Sometimes they have parasites. They can put them on your animal and stuff like that. So I like to mix the Pangea or the Rapashi or whatever food mixture you're doing, the fruit. I like to put some calcium powder, vitamin D3 into it, so that they don't get metabolic bone disease, which basically you just don't want it. It's a really bad disease. It can hurt your animal that you have. And so just get vitamin D3, and you should be pretty good with that type of stuff. I like to offer Pangea, I'd say, kind of every other day, sometimes every day, depending on how I feel. And I offer crickets once a week, well, sadly, because this guy only eats crickets, and so, yeah. So I'm going to start the baby crested gecko on debut roaches so that she can get a good start, because debut roaches are just a lot healthier in general. So, might get off topic a little bit right here, but why does every YouTube channel think that they're so much better than ours? I mean, it's because they have more views, it's because they have more subscribers, notifications, comments. I mean, that's not all that YouTube is. You know, even though it's exactly what they made YouTube for. But it's kind of like what one wise man once told me. 24/7, man, you picked the wrong fight! Now that I think about it, I have the baby crested gecko over there. It made me think about when I was younger. Those days where I would just go home and play those really, really old games.
My